It's Monday morning, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm Colin Thomas. We're going to do another week with Averitt Truckload where I show you what kind of runs I do and how much I get paid for doing those loads. I'm here at the Knoxville service center, as I always am on Monday when I start out my week. It's about 9 o'clock. Today I've got a really easy run. It's going up to Trenton, Ohio from Knoxville. That means that we're gonna go it's 75 the whole way through Lexington, just past Cincinnati. That's gonna pay 0 empty miles because that's a Knoxville to Knoxville move. And then from Knoxville up to Trenton, just past Cincinnati, that's 280 miles. So that's a really short haul. But as you've seen many times in my videos before, that's gonna pay 400 miles minimum. And it's going to be due there tomorrow between 7 in the morning and 5 o'clock in the evening. You can see that here too. So that gives me so much time. It's like all the time in the world. The first video I made was pretty similar situation to right now. So I started out in the morning going to north of Cincinnati. That while I was taking a nap, because actually I started the morning earlier than I actually started working. I woke up, took my son to school, things like that, so I was tired. I took a nap. While I was taking the nap, the load that I'm on got changed. They told me to drop it here at the Cincinnati Service Center, which is in Erlanger, Kentucky, next to the airport. So I brought it here. That's 241 miles. It doesn't count as a 400 mile minimum load. It only counts as those 241 miles because I didn't finish the load. I didn't take it to the consignee. That's how it's set up. So I get my 241 miles. But then I got put onto an LTL load, which when I started trucking, and I didn't understand these terms, but truckload, that's what I do. Means that I'm over the road regional, home every week, but I do a full truckload of material for whoever is ordering that. LTL is less than load, so it's like something like 1,000 to 10,000 pounds, I think. Don't quote me on that. And then they add it up to a full truckload, and then that's how that works. But it's from different shippers. So this is an LTL load. I did this in my first video. LTL loads go overnight, so this one picks up at 9 p.m., which I can't do. I won't, because of my hours, I won't be able to start till 2 a.m. And then I'm supposed to deliver 28 hours later, which is going to be really rough if possible at all. 28 hours later, 5 a.m. In Grand Prairie, Texas, which is right next to Dallas. That's about 1,000 miles, and it pays the $200 bonus because it's so inconvenient to have to fall asleep right now in the middle of the day and then head out there overnight. It really throws your sleep schedule, but the $200 inspires you to want to care. So I'm looking forward to it. I also know that there's a chance that it'll get taken off of me like halfway through, and maybe I'll have to drop it at the service center in Memphis. Averitt has a service center there too, which would mean I'd have to split the LTL bonus with somebody, so I'd get 100 and then whatever mileage gets me to Memphis. We'll see how it all works out. I'm going to sign off right now. So I just wanted to give an update from the road. I left Cincinnati as planned about 2 in the morning there, between the night of Monday and Tuesday. And now it's between the night of Tuesday and Wednesday. I spent all day doing my 10-hour break in Jackson, Tennessee at the Loves there. And now I'm just passed over the border, so I'm in Arkansas at a truck parking area, West Memphis. So I got about 500 miles to go, a little bit less, maybe 480 to get to Dallas. So that'll finish my 2 overnights on a Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. And then I'm going to sleep all day again, do my 10-hour break there at the Dallas Service Center. And then after that, I'm going to have another LTL load, which means another $200 bonus. And that's going to be like 533 miles to the service center in New Orleans, and that's going to be the night of Wednesday to Thursday. So it's a little bit discombobulating living on that kind of a sleep schedule, but in any case, that's my update. So I did my 10-hour break. It was over 10 hours, about 11. It's 6:30 now. It's still Wednesday. I'm still at Dallas Service Center. This is where I dropped off yesterday. This is where I'm picking up in order to go to New Orleans now. I got my paperwork all ready. The load is for 9 o'clock, but it's ready a few hours early. So I'm gonna go hook to it and get going. So I came off my 10-hour break about 2 hours ago, and now I got a pickup tomorrow in the morning, Friday. It was supposed to be at 11, but I called and asked if I could pick it up earlier. I asked if I could pick it up today. They said not today, but I could come in at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so that's what I'm going to do. That load's going to Calvert City, Kentucky, but actually I'm not going to take it all the way there. I'm going to take it to the service center in Memphis, and that's where I'm going to drop it. And then that'll be, sometime, hopefully, afternoon Friday. And from there, I'm going to find out how I get home. So I probably won't be getting home till Saturday afternoon or something. I'm hoping to get lucky and get if I get up there really early to that Memphis Service Center, I'm hoping to get one of those overnight LTL loads again, but that'd be pretty lucky. I've got 2 already this week, and that's like my second and third ever since working at Averitt. I think maybe getting my hazmat helps me out a little bit to get those, but no, I can't say for sure. In any case, right now I'm at this Winn-Dixie. This is like 20 minutes away from the service center here in New Orleans. So we're allowed to use the personal conveyance for an hour per day if we need it. And that would be like a half an hour in one direction, half an hour in another direction. So I, didn't want to sit around at the service center all day. So I was looking for somewhere to go. Kind of went down the road looking for a place to eat, but I'm not really hungry. I bring all my own food, and I like to save money by eating my own food. So I don't even feel like treating myself to, red beans and rice or anything like that. Even though it's kind of exciting, you think you're in New Orleans, you should, but I just don't even feel like it. So I'm gonna go check out this Winn-Dixie and maybe pick up some candy. I'm here at the service center in Memphis. I just arrived. I know my next load, the one that's going to get me home. Right now it's about 4 o'clock on Friday, and the one that's going to get me home I'm going to pick up here. If you look at this message, you can see that it's going to be about 9 or 10 tonight. That's approximate. I know the way things go that that driver may not get it here by then. In any case, I've decided what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my sleeper right now. I'm going to get my 10-hour break in now, and then that should get me to about midnight or so, and then I'll start driving at midnight, and I'll have about 376 actual miles, 387 paid miles. This time it's working out in my favor. Often it doesn't, but this week it's really been working in my favor, especially because when you go service center to service center, you tend to not lose any mileage. Plus, as you know, I got the 2 LTL bonuses this week for 200 each. And then even on top of that, because yesterday I was down in New Orleans for so long, from 7:30 in the morning on probably, I guess, Wednesday it was, or maybe it was Thursday. So 7:30 in the morning on Thursday until 11 a.m. today. That's when I was supposed to pick up, but actually I got in there early and they gave it to me early. But, it was scheduled for 11, so that meant over 24 hours I was down. So I also got layover, you can see right here on this message, for that, which is another 200. So this is a gangbuster week. This is the best week I've ever had at Averitt, the best week I've ever had in trucking. Average, I'll try to get that worked out for you in a future video, sooner than later, hopefully. My average so far for 2019. In any case, this is way above average. I think my average now is less than 1,100, and maybe, just somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 a week is average. So this is a absolutely gangbusters week, best I've ever had. It's going to end up being about 1,750. So in any case, that load that's going to get me home is right from here. I'm going to pick up that trailer tonight and then go home with it. And my goal is to be home, by 10 or 11 tomorrow morning, because I want to get to a karate event that my son's doing. I've missed those. Sometimes they happen on Saturday every 4 months, and I've missed all of them. And so he wasn't happy about that. So I need to try to get home for this one. So that's my goal. And I'm going, like I said, going into sleeper work now. See you probably, I guess, when I get home. 20 minutes or so from home. Stopped at the Loves here real close to Knoxville. So next I'll just count up the money, and that'll do it. Five seconds left.